So you see how he goes to that too. He said, on my back is a burden. Bro in the car, and I did it on purpose. So he said, on my back. He said, they want to carry their own burdens, be their own gods. So you see, he says, bro in the car, and I did it on purpose. They're in Suburbans, bro in the track, track hawking. He hopped on the curb. You see? They always want to war against that curve. You know what I mean? It's very important when you understand, how everything goes. So that whole thing, it goes to that whole aspect. That curve goes right into that road, that highway to heaven. They want to war and they want to hit the curve. Go their own route. So it's very important to know how all this comes together, man. Take their car on the curb. They want to make sure everything keep warring car. Don't let them get to that exodus. Don't let him fulfill his mission. Hit that curve. Don't let them be on that easy highway to heaven. That's why they had to have the dirt connection with the shooting in the cars with Quando Rondo, who's connected to Youngboy. You see what I'm saying? The voice versus the Youngboy, the voice of God, and then the Youngboy, the man-child. But they used an allegory to make it where it's warring against each other. Because Youngboy is symbolic because he come out of Louisiana. Remember in Deuteronomy 28:68, the boats that should go through Egypt again. Remember slave ships went through New Orleans. Went through Louisiana. So, but if you turn unto me and keep my commandments and do them, though they were of you cast unto the uttermost part of the heaven, yet I will gather them from thence and will bring them into the place I have chosen and set my name there. Remember the slave boats went to the ports in Louisiana and the Carolinas, and the Virginia, the Virgin, the Carol for Cara, and then the Louisiana, the Louisiana. And then you see how all that's connected, man. And that's why he had to come out the house arrest and all this, all allegory. Like I was saying earlier, they do it to war against Cara, but then they blaspheme at the same time because remember the word says how Christ had come out of the prison in Isaiah 53. He was chastened for our sins. He took the stripes for our sins.